Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we all this evening? Good, I hope. How's the volume levels? Not too loud, I hope. If they are, please let me know. I shall adjust the volume. Marcin, how are you, sir? Okay, now we're supposed to be playing demos, but I thought I'd just try Ghosts and Goblins, as it's probably my favourite. Ghosts and Goblins is the authentic home computer version of the classic coin-op. Press space. I'm pressing space. High score. Do you want to reset? Yeah, if you like. Now, I've never played this in NTSC, so it should be a little bit faster, which won't be a problem for a professional, such as myself. It is faster. Wait. Oh, balls. Oh, for God's sake. Perhaps I'm better on the PAL version. Oh, enough off. Oh. Anyway, let's play some demos. That's obviously too difficult. So you can see I've been popping a few games on. These are in no particular order. I just want to try a few and see what they do. Marocek, Retro Man. Hello, sir. How are you? Let's see if we can load this. How do you load? Ooh. Ben Daglish. Where are you from, mate? Where am I from? I'm from the UK, Milton Keynes. Press one of the following keys. Is this number one? I don't know any of these. Number two. Number three. Me from Poland. Ah, okay. How's the weather in sunny Poland? Cold, I imagine. Number four. I don't know any of these, I must admit. Yes, the Vice emulator is going strong. It is indeed. Number five. Well, I might have heard this one before. Many years ago, I worked in the UK at Preston. Ah, okay. Yeah, Preston. How was Preston in those days? Windy. Fair enough. Number six. Rainy. Very similar to here, windy and rainy. And number seven. I should know Cobra. I do remember playing Cobra. Anyway, that's enough of that. What else do we have? Okay, Black One, whatever that is. Let's do it. John Gino! Hi, sir. How are you? What's the SID on the sound like? Sounds like this. Sounds pretty good to me. This is why I thought I'd try a few demos to see if we can break it, really. Well, not break it, but call its bluff. How are you all this evening? Start again. How are you all this evening? Have you broke up for Christmas, or are you guys still working? I've done now until January the 2nd. So hopefully I'll be able to get some jobs done. Some videos made, some streaming done. John Gino, fine thanks, how are you? I'm pretty damn good now I've finished work. I'm pooped at the moment, pretty tired. But work is done, I can now chill out, relax. Might have a cheeky beer or two. What do you think so far of the 64? To be perfectly honest, I really like it. I think it's really very good. Yes, it's an emulator in a plastic box, but the plastic box looks like a Commodore 64. It acts like a Commodore 64. You have instant loading of games, and it's very easy to plug in. Stick the HDMI in and away you go. It's probably 90% easier to use than a real Commodore 64. Obviously you can't plug peripherals into it, which is fair enough. But if you just want a base 64 that can load and play games, I would recommend buying it, to be perfectly honest. Waiting for you, wait for another disc there. You say in what? Let's give you another disc. Load. This will probably break it now. I've never done disc swapping. That's probably not the way to do it, actually. Although it could be. I don't know. Greetings from Sardinia. Good evening. Oh, I have no way of pronouncing your name. Pilioa? Piloa. Don't know. Well, what's the retail price, John Gino? The retail price is 109 shiny UK pounds. From Game. I pre-ordered from Game. That's probably not how you load discs, actually. So I've probably made a bit of a boo-boo there. Let's try that again. Disk drive cartridge slot. That's ridiculous. Eject that, eject that. Yeah, you probably do it like that. And then hit back. But I shall press load. See what happens. It's pretty good for the price. It is pretty good for the price. Yeah. It is. It's very good for the price. For the casual gamer, or for the nostalgic among us who don't want to mess about with 35-year-old technology, it's fantastic. Looks like a 64, smells like a 64, plays like a 64. And you have the option of PAL and NTSC, so, you know, pretty damn good. I've no doubt there are things that don't work, and that's what I'm interested in finding. But that's a limitation of Vice rather than the machine. As you say, it is it's running Vice emulation. Oh, I don't know what's happening there. What's happening? What is happening there? Doesn't seem to like that. When you say game, do you mean the retail shop or online? It was Game Online, game TheC64.co.uk, but the retail shop. I think the shops are now out of stock of these machines, so I'm not quite sure how easy they are to get. I'm not sure what's happening here. Let's try this one. Am I pressing the right button? Found Eye of the Storm. I mean, if anything's going to break, it's going to be a demo, I guess. My first Commodore 64. Good evening, Peter. How are you? ZX Renewed. Welcome to the stream. My first Commodore 64 was a second-hand machine bought by my mum in about 1985, maybe. And it came with a load of cassettes. And this chap's house that I went to buy the machine, he had, in my mind, probably 6 or 7 disk drives stacked on top of each other, and he was surrounded by discs and cassettes. Realistically, it was probably 2 disk drives, maybe 3, but I think he was downloading from BBS's because the machine came with a load of crack games, a load of demos, which I'd never seen before. I'd never seen a demo before until I got my Commodore 64. This is a very repetitious demo. Let's get rid of it. Let's try some more music. John Gina, the good old days. Yeah. Now this is the sort of synth music I like. Not the thrashing stuff that makes your ears bleed. I don't think it's supposed to do that, to be honest. So we found a glitch there, kiddo, which is fine and dandy, which is what we wanted to do. GP Delirious. Don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, the demos I had back in the day were pretty much music collections. Oh, doesn't like that either. Interesting, interesting. Is that because it's... That could well be because it's in NTSC mode and not PAL, maybe. Because if these are European demos, they might need to be PAL rather than NTSC, so that could be why we're having some issues. But, undaunted, I shall carry on. Andrea, hi from Milan, Italy. Hello there from Italy, how are you? Made audio sounds like the start of the kettle theme. I should that was good. I should probably spin it over to PAL for demos. As I've never used an NTSC machine. Andrea, well fine, my 64 is under my Christmas tree. Oh, fantastic. Is that a real 64 or is it the 64, C64? Either are pretty fantastic Christmas presents. That's for sure. I've got Peter's Christmas present here. His Commodore 64. It's by the side of my foot on the shelf here. No idea what the hell this is. It's a dreary bloody. Right, let's have a go at this one. Edge of design. Oh. Disk drive, okay. Go for it. Boot. Oh. How you doing, Peter? When do you finish for Christmas? Doesn't like that. Let's go to PAL. Back. Back. Reset. Yes, please. Exit music. 365 games are OOS of the C64, and the game only lists joystick. Oh, I don't quite know what you mean there. Your opinion? This C64 is very fine. This C64 is very fine. Let's see if this demo runs in PAL. It may not. Demos are always going to be the tricky bit for any sort of emulation. Out of stock, exit music says. Yes, they are out of stock. Yep, they are pretty much out of stock. 365, is it? Yes, 365 games dot, is it .co.uk? Yesterday or the day before did have a stock of machines. Now whether they're out of them now or not, let's try that one. Delirious again in PAL, see what it does. They did have them, but that was yesterday. There we go, that's better. So obviously it didn't like NTSC, which is fine. Used it some days, but in tomorrow for a while. After dropping Jude at training, and Mrs. is in New York. Oh, blimey. Amazing the difference NTSC makes then in power. Yes, they did. I was working. Hopefully more in stock in the new year. Yeah, hopefully. These things are going to be a big seller, aren't they? Let's be honest. I don't know how well they did with the C64 Mini, but they must have sold a bloody shed load of those things. I mean, I think it's great that you can switch between NTSC and PAL. I love it. If you go to games, especially, let's try a game on PAL and see how it runs. See if it runs any different. Let's try Outrun, out of interest, which is a pretty die game in PAL. Thundercats presents. The fact that you can press the spacebar is pretty impressive. Sega. Please select your goal. Autobahn. Please insert Outrun disc. Oh, there we go. But disc Outrun side 2. That one. Now do I just say, is it button 4 to go back? Bet it is. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Stock, not stuck. Here we are, we have a Commodore 64, famous black screen. I suppose the other side of the coin is, I've got no idea if it's loading or not. Let's try a single disc game out of interest. Ghosts and Goblins, right, which I was playing a moment ago. I don't know if games will go crazy if you try and run them in NTSC like when they're meant to be in PAL. I do like this tune. Right. So we're in PAL mode now. We're palling along in a PAL speed, 0.9 of a megahertz. So strap yourself in. Let's have a high score. Do you want to tweet yes, Ed? Now to me, this is the music from Ghosts and Goblins. To our American friends, this is not the correct music at all. Oop. Hate this game. I can't do it. It's one of my favourite games, but oh, for God's sake, I can't do it. I can't do it. Might have to cheat. But this is PAL anyway. The Microsoft joystick is quite nice. Yay! Brown. What do you mean brown? It's not brown, Peter. It's beige. Okay, so let's go to NTSC and see if there's any difference at all. No difference if I don't press the button. Hey, hi. Hello, Jan. The release of the TheC64 is delayed over here in NL to 31st of the 12th. That's not too bad, Jan, is it? Oh, what is it, Jan or Jan? I'm trying to work out if this is faster. Can't tell. Oh, I wonder why it's delayed. I guess they've only got so much stock to ship around the world. Don't know. Doctor Who. The true test of it would be the chip war. I don't know what the chip war is. What's the chip war? Is this faster or the same? Oh, naff off. I hate this game. I've always hated it. The best I've ever done is level 3, I think. It's too hard. Chip War is the most sensitive game ever made. It will not even start with most of the carts attached. Oh, I better have a look for that then. Bye Mike, thanks and Merry Christmas Andrea. Merry Christmas to you sir, and see you next time I hope. Obviously, oh for God's sake. I was going to say NTSC obviously appeals to my superior reactions, but probably not. Let's have a little play with Green Beret. See, as I watched Rambo the other night. Oh, we're still in NTSC, so who knows. Chip War is the most sensitive game ever made. Well, let's have a little look for it. Chip. Chips Challenge in the Chips Chipwits Apeligo. Game. Oh, we get on with it. I just start the bloody thing. Green Beret. Does this need an update right away? And can we follow the same procedure and use the same updates as the Mini? Inside they are practically the same. To do USB stick. Yeah, you do the updates via the USB stick. I don't know if the hardware is exactly the same. It probably is. I don't know. But if you look on the TheC64's Retro Games website, they have firmware listed for the TheC64 anyway. What do you want to start with? Flamethrower or rocket launcher? Start with the rocket launcher. Do you want to be invincible? No. Don't want to cheat. Yeah, you do. Updates exactly the same via the USB stick. I haven't checked. What I used to do is that and then eventually something comes from above, I think, and kills you. I don't remember what. Get my high scores up. Look at that. Oh, yeah, there you go. I remember something coming. Okay. John Rambo. Wait, you cheeky bugger. Shot me in the nether regions. Oh. Oops. Okay. Who are you going to call? Seeing as it's Christmas. Uh-oh, out of coffee. Walker A? Who the hell's Walker A? Oh, no, wrong button. Walker A. Walker A. What does that mean? Don't know if it's doing anything or it's not doing anything. Who knows? Girls and Goblins, Green Beret, International Karate. Go on then, let's have a go. Let's see what it does. I don't know what the up arrow means on top. You'll have to let me know what the big C64 demos are. I know they had the... Well, I don't really know any, to be honest. I know the Amiga demos, I don't really know C64 demos. I've got no idea what that arrow means. Is it something I've pressed? Yeah, because I can't really find a T-junction in the update Mini versus Maxi. That's why I asked. Thanks, Mike. Surely the update revisions are different, surely. You must have... did Outrun work? I don't remember. I don't know how they're configured. And I don't know what that plus arrow means. Am I making this difficult because it's on NTSC? Probably. What I wanted to see really is Outrun faster on NTSC than it is on PAL. I'm sure it is, but I might have to download it. I might have to download the NTSC version. Intro by Jack Alien. Raid over Moscow. Bruce Carver. Didn't they go on to do leaderboard? I don't remember. Press return to display game scenario. Press shift to stop scroll. Go on then, give us a clue. Oh, I see, that's shift lock. The arrow. Gotcha, gotcha. Got it now. Got it. The time is the near future. Oh, shut up. Look, we start the bloody game. Press return to display game scenario. About to start. Whew. Right, let's have a quick look on retro games. Retro games. So as I remember, I had to intercept Why don't my joystick work? I don't have to be near the port, surely. Oh no. There is new firmware out. Oh, is there, Peter? Let's have a look. Is it F1 or F3 to open the door? You can only open the door when you're near to the thing. Oh, balls. I thought it was space. Glenson. How you going, sir? I live in the new 64. I am indeed living in the new 64. How are you doing, sir? Are you ready for Christmas? How do you open the bloody door? Oh. Nice and gentle. I thought it was F1. F1. Restore. Uh-oh. Not restore. That buggers it right up. Oh, I can't remember what the keys are. Nope. Right, retro games. Let's have a little look. Welcome to Retro Games. Products. TheC64. Loading tips. Oh, hello. Let's go back to PAL. I think it's obviously getting a little bit ridiculous. Warranty manuals, troubleshooting. Right, okay, we currently have firmware 1.3.1. So they say. Got no idea what this is on this machine, but we'll have a look in a moment. Bye, Mike. Merry Christmas to you. And Merry Christmas to you, sir. Have a good one, and I hope to see you next time. Oh, come on. Get your tape out of the cupboard and read the instructions. Glenson, I'm fine. Totally ready for Christmas. Let it come. I agree. Right, what wouldn't run? Outrun, would it? Let's have a go with Outrun. I've no doubt there's going to be quite a few that don't run. Bye Lola. Bye Mike. Merry Christmas to everyone. And Merry Christmas to you too. I don't know if this is loading or just sitting there. We'll give it a moment. So yeah, so upgrade the C64. Firmware upgrades for the C64 Mini. Oh. That's for the Mini. Oh, that's interesting. Is it the same? 1.13131.bin. Perhaps it is the same firmware then. Let's have a look what the firmware is on this. I'm interested now. Exit to carousel. Yes, please. Is it there? No. Is it there? So we have 1.3.0. Right. Let's see if we can upgrade it. One point 3.0. It's very strange, isn't it? Why would you? I don't know. Why would you release the machine? Anyway, I don't know. More importantly, why does Windows want to save it as a HTML file? Stupid machine. Save target as HTML. It's not HTML. Stupid. I hate Windows. I've always hated Windows. Oh, there we go. Bin file. Save. Yes, please. Okay. You need a formatted USB stick. Yeah. Yeah, it reads very weird on the site. It does read quite weird. Let's stick it on the USB, see what it does. Aha! Do you wish to apply this update? Yes, please. Can use it on the same USB stick game's on. But I may be wrong. No, that's right. I've just dumped it onto the same folder as the games. Now it does say, well, it doesn't say anything, but it says its actual text for this update is the Mini. Now I guess the hardware is exactly the same. It's just that this has got more USB ports. We shall see in a moment when it doesn't work ever again. Well, there we go. It's still alive. Okay. Let's try one that didn't work. Let's see what it does. Yeah. Yeah. See if it's loading, or if it's doing actually anything at all. So yeah, the C64 and the Mini appear to use exactly the same firmware, which, you know, is fair enough. Black screen's very exciting. Well, perhaps it doesn't like Outrun. Which is no hardship. Who does? Nobody likes Outrun, do they? What wouldn't run before? The Edge of Disgrace. Let's try that. I don't know if it's in PAL or NTSC, to be honest. Still doesn't like the Edge of Disgrace. Let's see what we are. Oh, we're in PAL. Okay, fair enough. Doesn't like the Edge of Disgrace. Don't know if I press load. Hi from the US, Ryan. Hi Ryan, how are you? Looks like fun. It is fun. Oh yeah, we were here before, weren't we? We've been here before. It was all... Yeah, this was all crazy, wasn't it, in NTSC? Okay. Aha, here we go. Martin Galway. Okay, Martin. This is Sid music, Peter. The ZX Spectrum can't do this. It's a kind of magic. Okay. Ocean Loaders, yeah. Oh, fantastic. Jan, I guess I'm going to have to buy a 2x 9-pin USB converter and put it inside and solder it onto the internal USB port. We don't have to solder it on. There is a USB to 9-pin for the PC, isn't there? So you play your old games on a PC with an old joystick. Square wave pish. Oh, fantastic. Beautiful music. Love it. I think I used to play Parallax, and this was the loading tune to this as it drew the spaceship line by line as it was loaded from cassette. Fantastic. Happy days. Couldn't work the game, but the loading music was fantastic. How's things in the US, Ryan? How's Mr. Trump treating you? I'm going to put it in, of course, as Jan. Okay, Ocean Loader 2 is very similar. Good, doing good. Good man, Ryan, good man. Ocean Loader 3. Did you have a 64 back in the old days, Ryan? Peter, my missus is lost in the Met Museum in NYC as we speak. Excellent, excellent. Well, if you're going to get lost, you might as well get lost in the museum. Happy days. That sounds awful. Parallax. Oh god, the music from Parallax. Just talking about that. Never understood how to play the game. Absolutely no idea. Who would have thought? Ryan, no I didn't. That's why I use emulation. Okay. Who would have thought in 2019 would be streaming an 8-bit computer playing crap music? But there you go. Comic Bakery. Oh, I don't remember Comic Bakery. Definitely don't remember Comic Bakery. Miami Vice, I remember this. Joel Berry, most of my titles came from Hotline 9009 I think it was. And I was friends with Hotline member on the Atari ST. I was a supplier for Crystal on the Amiga. Fantastic. Excellent. Yeah, I missed the whole BBS thing. I don't know why I missed it, but I just did. I'm an idiot, but you know, I'm okay with that. Joel, Comic Baker was good. It was from Imagine. Ah, okay. I used to like Imagine games, I must admit. Well, some of them. Did anyone play Miami Vice? God, it was... I don't know if it was just garbage or really hard, or both. Might have been both. You drove a car and if it went off-road, it blew up. Peter, really, yeah, I missed the whole BBS thing. I never had a modem back in the day. I don't know why I didn't. It was 1994 before I bought a modem, and that was a 486 PC. It just never occurred to me to get one for the C64 Amiga. I don't know why. Rambo. I was downloading in 83, 84, then never stopped, says Peter. Yeah, I think I used UK Online on Windows 95. Oh, so it must have been 95. I thought it was 94. Must have been 95 then. Rambo. Hypersports. I had several... Oh, Joel. My first modem was US Robotics 6000 for my A500 and ran a BBS off a 40 meg massive hard drive. Oh, fantastic. Rambo music was classic during loading. Yeah, it was. Is this Chariots of Fire? It is Chariots of Fire. Hypersport. Oh, Terra Cresta. Oh, I remember Terra Cresta. I don't remember the music. See, this is the sort of music I hated on the 64. The stuff that sounds like you're on speed. Can't be doing with it. Bob. Oh. Yeah, the Spectrum modems. I've got one here, Peter. What is it? What's the standard, if you like, of the Spectrum? I don't have the cable that plugs in the back. Joel, the hard drive was used inside and had fans. It was so loud for epoxy 40 meg that I swapped it out for a Super Nintendo from Japan. The 64 was excellent. Last V8, Monty on the Run. I love Last V8. How hard, how difficult is the Last V8? It's impossible. I like the hack version where the controls are the right way around. That's pretty good. Green beret. Yeah, they've hacked it now, haven't they? So the joystick works the right way around, and you can stop the timer. Even if you stop the timer, it's bloody hard. Last V8, return to base. Oh, happy memories, happy memories. Christmas time was when all my brothers, which Peter's met at our wedding. My brothers used to come up to Mum's house, and there used to be 4 or 5 of us, at least 3 or 4 of us anyway, playing Commodore 64 games and then later Amiga games at Christmas time. Usually it was golf or some competition with whatever, Hypersports, Decathlon or whatever, anything where you could have a competition. Usually the loser made the tea, which was always a bit of a chore when there's the house full of 12 or 13, 14 people. Whizball, never got into Whizball, never understood it, couldn't work it. Leaderboard, yeah, leaderboard. Well, if you have happy memories with those things, then it's time for you to get onto the Spectrum Next, bringing back the fun. I have ordered a Spectrum Next. I ordered one probably 18 months ago. I'm hoping it will appear at some point in the new year, but we'll see. I ordered the full one, the Scrabble, yeah, Scrabble. Yeah, the one with the case, the keyboard, the case, and the box and everything. Yeah, it did have a slow draw time on leaderboard, but to be honest, it never bothered me back in the day. It was fantastic. I loved it. I love leaderboard, and the slow refresh. Never occurred to me it was a slow refresh. It was just the way it was. Joel should be around January. We'll see. We'll see. I'm in no rush for it. I've been waiting 30 years for a new Spectrum, so it's not a problem. No rush. Oh, just done that one. What's left? The Legend of Cage. I thought that said Kane. Cage. Oh. Yeah, that's the sort of stuff to make you stick your head in the oven, isn't it? That sort of music. Right. Good. Martin, I like all those, generally. Let's have a look at Ben's. Oh. Where is Ben's? Oh. Obviously made a bit of a balls there. Let's try that one, whatever that is. And I think that'll do for tonight. Jan 2021, if they have any money left. Yeah, probably. In fact, no, back at that. Let's go back to some games. Commando, Defender of the Crown. The reason I bought an Amiga. Isn't it funny how the 64 and Spectrum still get new demos and games made, but the Amiga is dead for new stuff. The Amiga gets lots of new games, Joel. There's tons of stuff coming out constantly for the Amiga. I would say the Amiga is probably more supported than the 64 at the moment. I know there are a couple of publishers publishing games to buy on the 64. No one's publishing games to buy on the Amiga, as far as I'm aware. Well, maybe one or two, but not so many. But there's plenty of stuff to download. There's stuff coming out, if not daily, then weekly for the Amiga. As does the ST, that's true, yep, the ST does. Both the 16-bits do well. In fact, all platforms do reasonably well. There's even new stuff for the Texas Instruments TI-99, believe it or not, which was my first computer. What's going on here then? A whole lot of nothing. STE. I've got an STE. Is there anything that uses the facilities of the STE, Peter? Walker. Oh yeah, we've been here before, haven't we? Walker. Don't know what that means, Mr. Walker. The Amiga was way overhyped. I wish I'd known of the X68000 from Sharp. I could never own a shit technology from Atari. Wedge the door with it. That's a little bit harsh, Joel. The Amiga was a stunning machine for 1984 when it was made. Not released till 85. And then, of course, they did pretty much nothing with it. until the AGA chipset of whatever that was, late 91. Pretty poor. Oh. Jack Alien. Come on, we're in PAL mode now, it should load. Try the new R-Type. Some of the BBC stuff is immense. Do you know what, Peter? I've always been disappointed with the BBC. The graphics are crap. The sound is awful. The only good thing about it is stunt car racer, as far as I can see. Well, there's definitely a few issues loading these games, isn't there? It doesn't seem to like whatever that was. International Karate. We'll go Pirates, and this will do for tonight, I think. Time for me to have a beer and something to eat. Have I tried this already? Perhaps I have. Hello, Matthew. There we go, Pirates. Atari nearly had Amiga until Commodore stepped in. They certainly did. Start a new career. No, thank you. I'm an English buccaneer. What is your name? Nope. Can't spell. Probably a journeyman. I'm particularly skilled at fencing. I can make a lovely garden fence. Young and poor. That's me. You're right there. When does the silver train arrive? I don't know. Oh, it doesn't say train. Oh, it does say train. Early April, I'd say. Nice weather. The smugglers sneer at your ignorance. Bloody cheek. The seamen are really buccaneers. That's good to know. Okay. Let's kick some ass. Will you bloody hit him, will you? For God's sake, what's up with you? Oh, we're a lightweight. Archimedes was major, and the game's start by 3000 showed the true power. That's true, that's true. The Archimedes was pretty impressive. Merry Christmas, mate. Hello. Oh, I'm never going to say your name. Lemikinian. Well, some of the Amiga team went off that made the Atari Lynx. Yes, they did. R.J. Michael and oh, for God's sake, I forgot his name. Have I been kicked out? Because I'm rubbish. Bloody hell. Yeah, the 3DO. I've got a 3DO here as well. I didn't know it kicked you out if you got it wrong. Copy protection. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's try the keyboard. Here's a game that no one's ever heard of. This was a budget release. Okay. Wrist chip Archimedes. Yep, the Amiga. What? It was dark. Harper could see nothing. From somewhere in the darkness, he heard a low moan. Hiya. Sexy. Harper mumbled something to himself. All right. Well, we'll get the goggles then. Harper scrambled about in the dark until he found his night sights. Where? Goggles. Okay, here we go. Elliot was nearby, lying in the rubble. There was blood on his clothes. Feebly, he beckoned Harper closer. Listen, Rigilians have a doomsday device. They have a doomsday. For God's sake, learn how to speak properly. Have a doomsday device. Will devastate planet. They will devastate the planet if they lose the war. Go east across town. cross no man's land, find the device, disarm it, but beware of the android guard. This is why you've been shot, because you can't speak properly. Anyway, I paid over £1,000 for the first 3DO imports from MD Consoles. As Mick, I was tied in with Electronic Arts. I then needed a 1700 Philips TV to play 3DO due to the SCART coming out black and white. Well, Commodore weren't that cheap when you added a tape deck or disc drive in the 64, and the Amigas weren't that cheap. No, there's nothing cheap about Commodore stuff. Apart from the base machine, of course. You could buy a base Amiga for, I think they started at $5.99 and dropped to $3.99 when they became popular, and then slowly went down to $2.99 or whatever. C64 again, $5.99, ended up being, I think, £99 eventually. But yeah, the disc drives were hideously expensive for the Commodore 64. It took me, I think, out of a 64 a couple of years before I got a disc drive, just because of the cost. I think it cost more than what the 64s were being sold for. But it's ridiculously complicated, the Commodore 64 disc drive. It's outrageous. It's a full computer in itself. Stupid. Joel, my 3DO cost me $2,700 in the end. Oh my god, that's a lot of money to play Road Rash and Need for Speed. It was an impressive machine though for the time. Oceanic 118N was cheaper than the Commodore one. It was, but I was always put off by being told it was incompatible with some programs, some games. Games, not programs. I never did anything but play games. Used to write a few games, but play games mainly. His voice grew weaker, yet more urgent. Find my light guide, buried in corpse. Use it too. With these words on his lips, Elliot died, unable to complete a sentence in English. Harper was at a junction. Was it a busy junction? There was a hotel to the west. Oh, nice. Nice comfy bed, central heating. Streets strewn with rubble led north and south, and a gravel path entered the park to the east. Harper could see Elliot's body. Search. A large take. Oh. Never been able to type on a Commodore 64. Oof. God damn it. Bloody crap parser. Take, what's it called? Satchel. A satchel. Harper removed the satchel, then working slowly for the blast had considerably weakened him. He built a cairn for Elliot's body. Only Caveman Olympics wouldn't work with Oceanic. Ah, okay. I knew there was. I remember there being something about the Oceanic being incompatible, but the later adverts for Oceanic said fully compatible, I think, so I don't know what was going on. Commodore was riddled with idiots making machines they had already made and improved on. What a waste and a shame. Yes, you're right. A lot of Commodore stuff, all of Commodore stuff was over-engineered, expensively made, and expensive to produce. And they made small margins on some of their stuff. The Commodore 128 was a complete disaster. Cost almost as much to build as the Amiga. And they had to sell it for much less than the Amiga because it occupied a different area of the market. The Amiga made them a lot of money. The 64 made them a lot of money. Most other things ended up costing them money. The Plus 4, the SX64, the 64 console, CD TV, complete awful bloody things. They should have released a Commodore 64, I think, console version, i.e. stick a cartridge in it, early on in the Commodore 64's lifespan, perhaps a year after the release of the machine, but Jack Tramel's cost cutting was so severe that I'm not sure it would have had a market. I mean, the 64 dropped £100 in 12 months. Bottom. So yeah. But there's no doubt the engineers were super clever at Commodore. They were fantastic. But they had such a small R&D team, such a small engineering team, that how they managed to produce anything I find amazing. So anything that, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. I guess they lost their way after Jack Tramiel left. The company was run by idiots and fools who wanted nothing more than to please Irving Gould, I suspect. Or at least Mediali. Aha, my wife is on her way and she has food. Well, that will do for me. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm going to say good night, and I shall chat to you, I hope, tomorrow evening. I think. Christmas Eve. I'll try and do a Christmas Eve stream. We'll get some Commodore 64 Christmas games on the go. I probably won't do anything Christmas Day because I'll be full of food and drunk. Boxing Day, I might, I don't know. We'll see how we get on anyway. So have a pleasant Christmas, and I'll see you over the Christmas break, I hope. So take care, drive safely, don't drink too much, or if you are drinking too much, make sure you don't drive. Have a pleasant evening, you all, and Merry Christmas. And I'll see you in the next video. And subscribe, for God's sake, what's wrong with you all? Bye for now.